Welcome everybody back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. Let's get right to it. Alright, first things first this morning, we gotta get the brush hog off the 4440 and put it on the 2950, as we got a brush job to do. Let her warm up a little bit. It's a little early this morning. And we gotta get the 2950 fired up. Come on. There we go. And I rented a wood chipper for this job. So, we do have some trees to cut down. So I did end up selling the Farmall and the International, just for the sake that I don't need 15 different tractors. But the Alice is quite helpful when it comes to making the hay. Let's see here. Yeah, this unhooked here. Yeah. Goes right here. I'm starting to think there's something wrong with the timing on this tractor. I'm not sure, but it occasionally will bog down when it's idling. We'll just have to see. Get that all hooked up. Let's make sure the gearboxes are filled up with fluid, gear oil. And then we'll get to work. Okay, so I checked all the hydraulic fluids and gear oil, good to go. So already got the skin loader loaded up. Just gotta put this on. Throwing over the back wheels here. Alright, we're ready to go. So we got all the ground chiseled for the winter, and this is the last job of the season before we're closing up for the winter. I don't do snow jobs, so this will probably be the last episode until the spring seeding. But it's early November right now, and we have to get the hay before any rain. Yes, it's a little cold for hay, but gotta keep the cows fed. Alright, so we've reached the job site. Supposedly, according to phone, they want this tree gone, this tree gone. And I gotta go pick up the wood chipper from the shop. So let's get this unloaded and go grab that. Welcome back to today. I found out how expensive industrial wood chippers are. First things first, we gotta clean up around these trees. So I think if I fell this uphill, I think if I cut this uphill, like, no wait, I should do it this way. There we go. And that's the wrong way. At least it didn't hit anything. There. Stick this in the chipper. Gotta turn it on first. Get the skid loader here. I'll try and pick up this little log. Put it in. Probably gonna have to get the grapple, the big one. And scoop this up. And down the hatch. There's 2. You gonna go? No. Well, it's gonna have to sit there. And out you go. Go down, you. There we go. Now how I'm gonna cut this one is gonna be a little odd. This limb off here. Try and climb this tree here. Get this limb. There it goes. One. And cut the main trunk right about here. There it goes. Aha! Nope, no. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so we got most of it down, but I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get up on top of this hill here and tie a rope from the top of, about middle of the tree where I'm going to cut it to the skid loader here. Down it comes. Oh. I think what I'm going to do here. Got the rope tied, so it shouldn't fall. Unhook the rope. Now we can cut it here. Right about here. That's a good foot. Could bring big money. I might leave these intact. I think this is the heaviest log yet. And it's rolling off. In you go. And of course it's stuck. Oh well. Alright, we got a full load behind us, so I'm gonna take this up to the sawmill and unload it. If I make it there. You know, I bet first try I can get this in. No, not too hard though. Looking good. See how much they give for this. $3,000 for wood chips is a lot. It definitely covers the cost of the renting of that wood chipper. Ooh, that was expensive. I'm just now realizing that I neglected to buy a stump grinder. Time to get back to work. That's what we came for besides the trees.
Now I'm west of West Virginia, moving on through Tennessee, and the miles of misty memories back to 1953. Daddy moved to Cincinnati, spent his life on the factory line, but we never left West Virginia in our hearts and in our minds.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure doing business for you. Alright, so I think that's going to round out our day today. Hope you guys did enjoy. But till next time, it's been Hilltop Farm and Train, out. How am I going to get out of here?